Looking at them just gives me the blues.
Robert? Is that Robert? Hey, Robert! Hello, darling. You got a kiss for Lucille? Hey, come on, you can kiss me. I'm clean all the time now. But boy, ain't it cold, huh? I could hardly be sure you was you with such warm clothes on. I thought you and me was the last of the hippies. Who you waving to? In the record store? Oh, he's young. He's got new clothes on, too. I never met him before. Did I? Where were you? Oh, England? You must have done lots of experiments there. They have such nice new clothes. Look, see mine? I told my social worker, I gotta stay living right here on this block with all you Spearmint playwrights. Because every time you throw your used Spearmints in the dumpster, I get my new clothes every week. You been down to the street fair at St. Mark's Place? They got little old bitty Polish girls up on platforms just for dancing in little red boots. I can't wait till they throw away them little red boots. See my puppy? My boyfriend brought him to Lucille. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. But I ain't speaking to my boyfriend no more because he brought his friends in to see me too. And he took money from them for them seeing me. Yours ever do that? He will, you know. Men's is all alike. But nah, whoppy. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. He loved his Lucille. Guess what I got for him? Meat. The Greek man down to the Greek place give it to me. He loved puppy. And he gave me meat scraps for puppy every day this week. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Guess what else I got for puppy? Well, it's really for me. New teeth. I don't have them big old gaps no more. And when I smile, I don't scare nobody. The city give me. But I ain't going back for the rest of them because the medication makes me dizzy. I can't dance on Stelazine. Now that's what I do, you know. I dance. You want to see? Look, look. Chancé? Pourquoi? I dance just like a fairy. And as soon as they throw away the little red boots, I'm gonna come dance for you. They got special stuff in them. Makes you dance good. But you wouldn't let me bring in Puppy Wuppy. That's why I never did. I can't leave Puppy alone. My boyfriend might come and take him. He comes by every night, at night, banging on all the doors, making all the locks rattle. can't even sleep or practice my dancing. I can't practice to dance good. That's what I do, you know. Dance just like a fairy. Ever since I was a little girl in school, if you hold Puppy, I can really dance. No, Puppy don't stink. That's the Meet the Greek game. Well, okay, wait. If you wait a minute, I'll go upstairs and give Puppy a bag. Then you can hold him and me dance for you. Oh, no? Well, go with your friend then. I don't care. Maybe some other time? Okay, all right. Hey, where you two going together to the street fair? Oh, what's the audition? Oh, wait. I know what that is. That's when they come for you so you can tell if they're good enough to be in your spearmints. I'm going to get me a Puppy sticker, and I'm going to come look at your spearmints. And if they're good enough, I'm going to dance for you in my little red boots. Hey, where your spearmints going to be? And the spearmints are there over there, over there? Or maybe that spearmint up there over there. How about that one? Well, where? Ooh, on Broadway? I ain't sure I want to be there for uptown. Uh-oh, he's waving. I think he wants you to come pay for all them records. Uh-oh. I see mine too coming. I gotta hurry, go hide. You want to give Lucille a kiss? I'm not leaving till you do. Gotcha. Robert, you think after all them records, maybe you could have some change that you could spare? Oh no? Oh well. Well, you need some?
Take me to heart. Effeminate, immasculate, impossible, incredible. Robert, dear boy, at last, how did your Times interview go? Beautifully, I'm sure. And dear Mark, did you find bales and bales of ever so rare rock and roll records? Good! Break, everyone! You too, dear Mark, if you don't mind, let our staff show you the enchanting place we found to go for your delicious American coffee and leave Papa alone to talk to his playwright. Now, Robert, listen. We have a problem to contend with before we start reading that lobby full of girls out there. I'm not worried about them. We've been seeing splendid women. But, Robert, how are we to cast your blasted soldier? The boys I auditioned this morning, hopelessly endearing, incapable of expressing ugliness or aggression. That one boy, most promising juvenile in America, so we're told, terminally amiable, bland, affable, personality of whipped margarine. He read, "You're paranoid, kill-crazy, megalomaniac, drug-addicted, religious fanatic foot soldier," as if it were a particularly cloying commercial for pudding pops. I let him beam his way through 3 of your terrifying lines before I finally screamed, "No, young man. You're not here hosting a game show. You're on LSD in a jungle. Alive with assassins, ankle-deep in the guts of a Kong you've just killed, and in anger and outrage you bellow defiance at God." And our prize pup said, "Oh, thank you," ruffled his well-barbered bangs to indicate cosmic despair, then recommenced, reading like Mickey Rooney wishing us all Merry Christmas. I didn't have this trouble in England. Aren't American men trained to do anything other than charm? No wonder you insisted on bringing Jack and Todd over to act in London. You'd cornered your culture's last two ball-bearing males. Which brings us to the business at hand. Robert, I am sorry to have shooed Mark away like a school child, but I have no idea how much he knows about your personal past, and I have to tell you, one of the boys we're reading tomorrow is Todd. He phoned just now. He's in New York. Left the London cast, flew himself over to read. Not that he needs to. There's no doubt he can do it. Not after 6 months over there playing the busboy, watching Jack do the soldier 8 times a week. Of course, he is too young and too short. We have to reduce the furniture on his side of the stage. To prevent his appearing a child beside the rest of the cast. But he is a marvelous virile actor. I must say, you can pick him. And there isn't a viable alternative in sight. The point is, Robert, that although if the personal situation between you and Jack and Todd, and for all I know, dear Mark is going to make it psychologically untenable for you to concentrate at rehearsals with Todd, we will, of course, veto him without thought. I must warn you, we may be all we've got. Well, there's that film boy coming in from California, but who knows if he can do stage? How? Great part be such a conundrum to cast. How could an allegedly avant-garde playwright deal me a type that is apparently extinct? Tell me, Robert, and do correct me if I am wrong, but do I not hear there is a William Inge revival afoot in this country? Yes? Well then, will somebody tell me, please, where do they find the studs?
Sit yourself down here. Make yourself go home. Oh, God, stop me when I fall into the bad Irish accent again, will you? It's symptomatic. No, I think I can wait to take your portrait for the almighty New York Times. I want to catch up with my leftover hippie father figure first. Just deposit your wee self on the bed there. We're just wanting after tea. Oh, no. Don't worry, you didn't kick anything. See, I took plywood and I built a base around the bed. Why? Oh, God. Why did I build a base around my bed? I just isn't married. Okay, remember the very last time that I ever came to you to have my tarot cards read? Oh, many a moon ago. And, oh, come on, you remember. I mean, I had these 2 job offers, and mere broth of a girl that I was, I couldn't decide between the 2. So, as always, I came to the sage of the Lower East Side to make up my mind. Oh, come on, you have to remember. I mean, one was this job as an assistant to an almighty Vogue fashion photographer, you know, big career move, big deal. And the other was this ditzy assignment to supply characteristic color landscapes of Ireland to a New Jersey calendar company. So you grumbled, why can't you middle-class kids make up your own lines? And then you reluctantly threw the cards and said, okay, one path leads to wealth and security, the other to wisdom and adventure. Well, I mean, come on, I didn't need a sage to tell me that, but I was, as I've said in those days, indecisive. So, true disciple to your Bohemian example, I took the calendar gig. You know, travel and broadening, you know, same reasons you went to England, right? Yeah, and we both got sold. They brought you back for Broadway, and me, God help me, I'm photographing housewares for the mail order catalogs. And you don't even remember. So anyways, there I was, 16, passing for 20, thank you, in Ireland's particularly pleasant land, churning out Seba crows of peasant lasses and emerald hillsides and meadows just clotted with cows. And then she met, guess what? This lad from the IRA. Or, so he said. Oh, boy. Curly hair and thick neck. Do I have to tell you, you would have loved him. So before long, I'm getting letters from a certain New Jersey calendar company asking when they can expect their next roll of Blue Cow masterpieces because I am considerably preoccupied. And then one day he says he has to go away. He's on the lam or the jig is up. I never knew why or for whom. And who decides to go with him but little Renger, photographer, all of blah, blah. So, I got some great pictures. Oh, I did that. I shot one through the bullet hole in the window pane. And, you can still see the British soldier down below with his smoking rifle pointed up at me. Unusual depth of field. And another, I turned around and I ran backwards down the street so I could get in a whole mob of Protestant vigilantes who were coming after us. And in the background, you can see a bomb we had planted just going off. And there are jeep parts and people parts cutting in through the crystal Irish air. Great stuff. So there we are. We're smuggling guns from America is what we're doing. And I'm getting dragged from port to port, collecting shipments of camera equipment, which are, of course, actually ammunition. And in the end, it's just he and I hiding out in a wee stone cottage way to the west of Hellengone with nothing to interrupt the horizon but the educational panorama of fog, fog, fog. So one night, we're in bed in the dark, and the door is busted in by rifle butts, and they bind us and gag us there in the bed. English or Protestant or even some splinter group of his own organization or whatever they were, God only knows, and there is no God, and I never knew. And someone grunts, Yankee whore, with nothing against you, lie still. And they shoot him in the head there beside me. And they go away. Finds us until noon the next day. So from sunrise until noon, I'm lying there with his blood oozing through my gag, and I'm watching Fly's picnic on the brains oozing out of that curly head. So that's why I built the base around me bed. Oh, I'm sorry, I'll explain. See, I took this loft here on 6th Avenue, in the heart of the bustling garbage district, right? So every time a truck outside backfires, Joan of Arc here dives to hide under her bed. So I built the base figuring that I'd either break my head or I'd break the habit. I'm probably the only 30-year-old pots and pans photographer in Manhattan with shell shock. Ah, never mind. Come along. We'll take your celebrity portrait for the Times.
Hello, Mr. Patrick. This is Michael. I'm the guy that interviewed you for the New York Times. Listen, Mr. Patrick, I'm really sorry, but... No, I don't think I can call you Bob. You're not going to like me very much for what I've called to tell you. Listen, Mr. Patrick, this is very hard for me, and, well, I could get into a lot of trouble if you tell anyone about it, so if you tell anyone about it, I'll have to deny it. I can't go to the wall for you on this. I just can't. But, well, you seem like such a nice guy, and, well, I didn't want you to think that it was my idea. Okay, well, just listen, all right? First, I'm sorry because I didn't let your boyfriend... I assume he's your boyfriend, the kid with the tape deck? Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't let him record our interview. I believe he did say he got to tape the Post and the News and the Village Voice guys. God, he must have thought I was a creep. on, sure he did. But listen, I just couldn't let him get us on tape because... Why don't I just go ahead and say it? Mr. Patrick, I had orders to make you look like a fool, sound like a fool, and they... What are you laughing at? I must not have made myself clear. See, I was under orders. You're going to hate what I've written. I had to take everything out of context, and the rewrite boys have made it sound ever worse. See, word is around the department that the English critics dished the Times for not having discovered you first. So we're out to get ourselves off the hook by presenting you as an idiot. They are, I mean. Okay, no, it isn't funny. Man, this is my first big job. You know, I didn't know it could be this bad at the top. Well, sure, I was ready for compromise, subterfuge, cynicism, hell, even unadulterated evil, but this petty, small-minded, self-serving vindictiveness. You know, I really wish you wouldn't laugh. I read your play last night. I hoped it would be awful. But it's great. You're a great guy. I feel awful. I had to warn you. But I warn you, I'll deny it if you say anything. I can't go to the wall for you on this. Okay, I really don't understand what's amusing you, Mr. Patrick. This is really bad. Oh, and the picture. The woman who took your picture, she sent them a whole stack to choose from, and they picked one that makes you look like a madman, your hair every which way, and in a leopard-spotted t-shirt. I tell you, Mr. Patrick, it's a kill job. All right, please, don't laugh at me. Telling you is all that I can do. Well, except maybe... I deliberately turned in my material a few lines short, on purpose. I wanted to save you a space to say something you might especially want to say at the end of the interview. I owe you that. Of course, I don't know how many people will see it who reads a whole theater interview, but that's all I can do for you. I can't go to the... I can't go public with this. I'll lose my job. But, as long as it's not too provocative, I can maybe slip in a statement or something. Oh, yes! Okay. Thank you, Mr. Patrick, thank you. Oh. What? Oh, okay, can you say that again? I can't understand you from all your goddamn laughing. Thank you. Okay. Yes, yeah, you want to tell the world. Yes, you want to tell the world you just adore America?
Ali adores them. Which is interesting because in convent school in Africa I studied Aboriginal anatomy, and from cranial proportions it's likely Ollie's ancestors were Nigerian. Go on. Oh, I wish you two could meet. He's shy about my friends. It's residual tribalism, the ethno-analytical literature mentions it. And of course, he's away right now. No, let them ring. I have to rest sometimes. Oh, you were so sweet to ask me to audition for your play. Wouldn't acting on Broadway be an adventure? But we've started a business I'm left to manage. The one thing, truly, the one thing I never studied. But Ali has. He's made me feel foolish not to have examined Kafka's Trouble. He's shown me we can use its own weight against it. know what you're thinking. You're just another one of Simone's black boyfriends, huh? Well, he's more, Bob. Now, I revolt in that respect. Of course I have a tropism for black men. I hope they like me too. Well, I'd argue that is an effective evolutionary instinct. It's certainly as efficacious as one of Daddy's teams teaching the Ghanese to grow soybeans. Well, you should be grateful for it. If I hadn't eloped with that black camel driver from my convent school, Daddy would never have exiled me to maximum security play school in Texas, and then I could never have run away to New York and been in your place. Oh, yes. Oh, mid-American black men. Oh, you only remember the crazy ones who came and tried to chop their door down. But you never stepped into those cubicles and saw those frightened boys without the flashy clothes. Oh, that massage parlor taught me more than all my colleges. More than being in your place, even. Those black boys are not. They're mythological. It's like something out of the Eleusinian Mysteries. Ah! Oh, that's true. Maybe at first I wasn't no better than my mother, playing with her Beach Boys in Mallorca. But then I began to realize where I was. What I was doing to them, what had been done to them for so long to make them so willing to eat out of my shoes and all that white goddess stuff. We've destroyed them, Bob. We've used them for our self-realization and denied them theirs. We've deprived them of the most elementary basis for self-respect, and we wonder why they sublimate to crime. I tell you, I have virtually abandoned psychology, premised on subconscious and unconscious, even behavioral and archetypal models. I've become convinced. The urge to be moral, to think well of oneself is the strongest of all psychic drives. I must help these people attain that goal. I must. Look. Look what Ollie's capable of doing. No, he's American. He was born Stanford something, or some white slave owner's name. We've written Emerging Nations, offering to help them acquire textbooks and medicine and farm machinery. Well, that's them. They keep bringing it. I'm able to be helpful to him. I speak some of the languages. Well, look, it's very real. Here's some of the letters. Oh, well. Yes, I signed them. I'm titular head, but Ali is the brains. All he needed was someone to reinforce the concept of his own credibility, to show him that someone could unconditionally, unsuspiciously believe him. And I do, Bob. And it's paying off. Look, already we've received seed money from my UN connections. That's why Ali can't be here today. He's taken all that money down to Mexico to invest in more promising currencies. I would never have thought of it. He's way ahead of me. Oh, well, it had to be him that went, you see. There's so many people calling and writing about their orders. Not that I know exactly what to tell them, but I do speak the languages. No, he was right. It had to be him to go and me to stay. Oh, I'm so glad you came by. Well, it's so lonely here with Ollie gone. The phone's ringing and him gone. So long a time now. So very, very long.
Waiter. Hey, waiter! Okay. How about hey? Good looking. Right. Tequila sunrise, please. Hey, Bob! Over here! Well, don't have a heart attack. It's Todd. Come on, don't look so
Honey, I'm not mad. Are you mad? That's a tequila sunrise. Do you want one? No. You're in rehearsal. Sit down. Look, it's okay, Bob. I know you cast that movie star instead of me. I would have done the same thing. Look, don't be shy with me, okay? Yeah, yes, waiter. Yeah, I'm 21. You want to see my passport? Look at us. Back in Phoebe's. Did you see they put up the London poster? God, Jack looks good. The frame cuts my name off. Just. Did you arrange that? No, I'm kidding. Come on. I know you wouldn't. Bob. God, I can't stand to see you looking so dazed. You should be feeling good. International Productions, Phoebe's hanging our poster. Come on. Mellow out. Look. I promise you, I know you didn't have anything to do with me not getting the role. I'm too young. That movie star's real good. I know you wouldn't allow anything personal to interfere with the production. Hell, he flew me to London after the hell I put you through here. I believe in you. I know what happened between Jack and you wouldn't influence you. Look, listen to me like you used to, please. If I haven't made that impossible, the part doesn't matter. I didn't come back to the States for the part. God, I want my pink drink. Hey, beautiful. Yeah, recognize me? Yeah, I'm a tequila sunrise. I got run out of England, Bob. I was peddling hash. I even fucked that up. I guess I'm lucky you write your plays in English. Turkish cops, I'd have just been raw meat in a rape room. But British gave me a choice. Escape the country or stand trial. I picked leaving, or I might have gotten Jack into trouble living with him. You knew I was living with him, didn't you? Oh, God. Bob, I love him. Hell, you should understand that. You loved him before you loved me. You should understand. I left to save him. I don't want anything from you. Relax. Please. Only not to the point of breaking down and crying. The help here already knows how we look in tears. Still, you brought me to England for my big break. And Jack. God, you gave me everything. I fucked everything up. Jack would have been a whole lot better off with you. I'd have been a whole lot better off. You're a whole lot better off without either of us. I'd be a whole lot better off if that faggot would bring a tired Todd, his D-R-I-N-K! Rehearsal's going okay? That film guy any good? You better. Jack is so great watching that part. He probably thinks I came here to steal it too. God! I hope I didn't mess him up by going away. Al, face. I hope he notices I'm gone. I hope he doesn't just start fucking my understudy. I hope I don't just start fucking a waiter! We are such trash. Nate. I don't know what you ever saw in us. I love him, Bob. I know now how you could get so crazy over me. I never understood it until Jack. I treated you like shit. Get paid back. We're right for each other, Jack and me. go. I gotta meet somebody. Anybody. Hey! Gorgeous. Cancel the sunrise.
All right, I see you waving, mister. Jesus. Are you hailing a cab or drying your nail polish, huh? Cab, stop. Get in. Oh, that's great. Don't step over anything. Step right in and climb in the cab. Smelling too good in here anyway. Hop in! I don't think you quite got the door. Huh? No, I think your scarf's caught in it. Yeah. Got it now. Good. What to? Mark Hellinger Theater. It's all 5 blocks, right? What's going on over there this time of night, huh? Oh, wait. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I heard. There's a big dance concert, right? Celebrities only. Oh, yeah. Hey, mind if I turn on the ceiling light, get a good look at you? Huh? Hey! You're that guy from the Times! That playwright, the guy that wrote that play I picked you up in front of, right? Opens tomorrow. Oh, Jesus. That must be great, man, see your name in lights like that. And what's a big celebrity like you doing alone on a night like tonight? I get a friend that likes parties, and does he act? Well, see, that's your trouble. He should be an actor. You know, I was gonna act. I made a lot of mistakes, though. You know, I wasn't nice to the right people. I had a friend, bartender for celebrities. He caught on with them. Got a series now. That's a true story. Me? I was dumb then, you know. I had pretty good looks, you know, but I missed a lot of chances. Hey, sorry about these lights. You probably could have walked it quicker, right? So you got anything else coming up on Broadway? Off Broadway. Hey, you go to tour this one? Hey, and your cast, they don't want to travel. I'll go. I got no responsibilities, you know? I don't mean to be driving a cab all my life, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look where we are. You see that parking lot over there? I know the guy that runs it. Hey, look, see, what do you think? What if I, you know, go in there, give the guy $50, they don't care what. You know, he ain't so bad looking. Hell of a lot better in your picture. Hey, look, see, what do you think? You know, what if I was, you know, go in there and climb back in the back there with you for a little while? You got time. Whoa, wait a second. I don't do this. I'm straight. If you don't mind, I mean, but that's even okay, right? I mean, you guys like that shit, right? No, don't get me wrong. It's just, you know, because I like it. No kidding, man. It wouldn't take too long, you know. I'm a pretty hot guy. You know, I used to be dumb, but I'm okay now, you know. You guys like it. No? No kidding. I wouldn't expect anything. I just. Whoa! Hey! Hey, where you going? Oh, shit! Hold on, I'm sorry. Hey, I'll take you to Hellinger. Free. No strings, man. Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Hey! If you change your mind, I'll wait for you outside the theater. I can send no strings, man. I just want you should remember me.
Robert, will these seats do? Sit across from me. Put our feet up and watch the river go by. Oh, this is so nice. Do you love trains? I do. You ask me why I live so far upstate? This is why. So every night before the show, I can have this trip in to prepare. No, don't be silly. I don't have to be alone. That's not how I prepare. No, stay. I'll be fine in your beautiful play tonight. So don't worry. You've been happy with previews, haven't you? So don't worry. We'll have a memorable opening night. Oh, I'm glad to have you alone. Been wanting to know more about you. You're from a tiny town, aren't you? Oh, I am too. Did you know you'd get out? Oh, I did too. Did you know how you'd get out? I didn't either. I'm going to tell you something that I've never told anyone before. I didn't want to act. Ever. It was assumed I'd grow up to be an athlete. Well, I like athletics. You know it's expected of you and you can go right out there and achieve it. I swam, played basketball, but neither of those seemed like a very secure way out. I mean, I could have gone places for a while, the Olympics or whatever. But that's over young, and then what? You marry? Oh, I didn't want to get out by marrying. I could have done that right there in Kansas. Believe me, I was pretty. Thank you, Robert. But I was really pretty then. If I'd stayed home, I probably would have been a governor's wife, but I met some governors and some probable future governors, and marriage to one of them didn't look like out to me. So like you, I had to find another way. And then I found out that Daddy considered acting to be dignified. So that's how I got out, to go to acting school in California. Being me, I became the best. The first play that they cast me in at school was The Three Sisters. Masha, 18, fresh from Kansas. Masha. So I went directly to the library and studied. Oh no, not Stanislavski. That came much later. No, I studied the acting styles of the last part of the last century, because I figured that is what Masha would have seen in her formative years. That would be the particular way that she dramatized herself as a romantic heroine she'd grown up watching. Just as I judged myself against the noble heroines I'd seen in Carr, Rivas, and play. Just seemed obvious. So when we started rehearsals, I played that into her postures and expressions and gestures, you know, all that posing and striking of attitudes. And the teacher, he said, "Lila, that's wonderful, but what are you doing?" And I said, "Well, I'm playing Masha in the Del Sante technique." He said, "Good Lord, little girl, where did you ever learn about that?" And I said, "Well, I studied it nights on my own in the library." And all the rest of the students, they looked at me like I was a complete fool and said, "Why?" And I knew that I would be the one to go to the top. If I'd been an athlete, I would have gone to the Olympics. If I had been a governor's wife, he would have become the president. Let me tell you, Bob, if I had been a playwright, I would have been a success much younger than you are. Oh, that's no comment on you. I just wouldn't have settled for less. I would have been the best no matter what I did. And I didn't want to be anything in particular. I didn't want to go any particular place. I just wanted to get out and be the best. And I did. And I am. Oh, it's so nice to have this little time on the train. Just a little time to relax and unwind and be alone. Except, of course, for you, Bob.
Robert? Is that you now? This is Tennessee. Who is that baritone that answers your very own phone? I don't recall anybody so reverberatory at your opening night party. Well, why is he traveling with a playwright if he doesn't like parties? We should involve ourselves exclusively with social beings. But never mind, I'm spectacularly unqualified to give advice on personal matters. But speaking professionally, child, what have you done to the media? I have been attempting to extol your enchanting play to every press person that materializes before me, and I have been universally admonished. You are, to put it mildly, anathema to the jackals. Well, think now, child, you must have done something. I am, as you know, here in New York to peddle my past, that is, to publicize my memoirs, so I have been much amongst the jackals. They have to a person been forbidden to, as they so pungently put it, plug you. Yeah, never mind. It will pass. Oh, it will pass. I, for a convenient example, after a decade of their disdain, am currently so sought after, I'm in danger of oversubscribing my dance card. Which brings us to the subject at hand. Did you and all your baritone get up or stay up in time to hear USAM or whatever this is called, that cheerful morning show? And that's morning with an R as in early in the day, not morning with a U as in lamentation. I had a premonition you had not. I am, as you know, visiting this depressing burg in the company of my famously deranged sister Rose, whom they all want with me in hopes that she will provide some newsworthy abomination. Well, today on the aforementioned show, which wonder of wonders happened to be live, the delectable host, or announcer as they are commonly denominated, asked me whether Sister Rose was enjoying her stay in the Apple. I, although his Liz Taylor lashes were moist with anticipation of some scandal, betrayed his beauty to reply, "Why, yes, my Sister Rose is having the time of her life in New York, especially at the greatest play of the decade." At which point I proceeded to drop not only your name, but that of your enviable achievement. Well, he stared aghast at my cruelty like a young sailor who has just spent his first night in a whorehouse and found out they charge. Well, what could he do? There's nothing they can do to you as long as you are alive. Oh, don't thank me, darling. It is the least and the last, the most I can do. Now, I'm on to the point. How are we getting together? That vociferous lady in Sardis who insisted on detailing the similarities between her great aunts and my great characters did interrupt our proliferating rapport. Oh? Are you? To Hollywood? Why? Wouldn't you just as soon be boiled in oil? Well, I hope you're not going out there to write the film of your own play. As Mr. Arthur Miller would put it, they are boys to do that. Well, you should restrict yourself to lying on the sand, soaking up surfers. That is, unless your resonant baritone objects not only to parties, but to third parties. And you're wise not to tell love secrets till you have nothing left but your life to settle. All my best to you, Angel. Till we meet in some more civilized setting. Wherever on this poor, tired, tortured globe, an ambiance deserving of that appellation not exist. I suspect I can intuit from ancient experience something of what you must be going through. All I can offer for support is that sage old Southern advice. Follow your muse, whatever form he may take. Never let the bastards pull your teeth.
You must remember this.
Zena. Yes, Z-E-N-A. No, that's all. Just Zena. Oh, yes, I've known Bob, I mean, Mr. Patrick, for years and years before he became famous. You're very kind. Thank you. Bye now. Oh, God, Mom, thank you. Will he really mention me in his column, do you think? No, Bob, put your money away. I got plastic. I asked you to lunch over here about all the exciting things that are happening for you, like going out to California with your show. You must be so excited. Oh, shit, it's 1. Look, Bob, later for your life. Come to this audition with me, please. It'll be a chance for you to hear my new style, and they'll all be so impressed that I know you. And besides, my accompanist is leaving early, and I always feel safer with some faggot along. Not that I think they would try anything right there in their office. But then again, I don't know for sure that they might not. They can dress this way. With actual management, you never can tell. There's 3 of them, see, and if anything did happen, they back up each other's stories. They stick together. I do these sexy numbers. Some Bonnie Tyler, a real bluesy, and an awfully vulnerable Billie Holiday medley. And that gives them ideas. So I always like someone gay along with me, because nothing turns these guys off like gays. So please say you'll come. Thank you. You want dessert? No? All right, let me just get my face straight. You will just love this place. It's on like the 50th floor. And there's this big, shiny, upright piano for me to sit on when I sing. And the office, oh, it's really pretty. You know, lots of wood, well designed. Must be from a long time ago. Oh, the best. There's big plate glass windows around 3 sides, so you can actually see Grant's tomb, the river, and the Statue of Liberty. I can let him sing into the whole known world. Did you ever sing on top of a piano? No. I'm surprised. Darling, you can feel that music just moving right up through your backside. By the time I'm through, these guys are popping their collars. Remember, I call myself Zena now, so be sure to call me that. Just Zena. Otherwise, play dumb and act real gay. Oh. Okay, and hold my coat. They can't make you leave if you're holding my bag and my coat. You'll laugh when you see these guys panting after me. You can write a play about it someday. I mean, these are the big guys. They can make or break a singer, you know. And by the time I'm finished, I tell you, I've got to jump through hoops. Just don't leave me alone with him, okay? Deal? Waiter! I'll just sign for it at the register. Here. Grace. I don't even know why I'm doing this here. know, I must have been there about 13 times. They haven't done me jack shit. But I kind of like singing for him, you know? It gives a girl a sense of power. Come on, baby.
Oh, Jesus. I left you a note inside. As funny as I can manage in the circumstances. Oh, Jesus, you don't get it, do you? Would that you did. Look, we can't just stand here in the door and stare at each other. Go back to your party. I'm sorry I didn't come with you, but you know what it's like for me at those parties, Bob. Everybody's always asking me, so what do you do for Mr. Patrick, Mark? Is it possible that there's a God and you get the rest without me having to say it? Well, how about I give you a few clues? This light bag here is my collection of T-shirts from everywhere we have been on the eastern seaboard. And the heavier one is all the rare records and tapes you've been buying. Bob, I'm leaving you. I don't want to go on tour anymore. I'm tired of waking up and not knowing where the John is. I want my own place where I could unpack my stereo and alphabetize my LPs and just be the run-of-the-mill vinyl addict. No, don't look like that, please. Go back to your farewell party. I mean, you have to get on about 10 planes tomorrow. This has been a wonderful experience. I mean, I will always be grateful to have met you while you were still poor, so you know I love you for yourself, right? And I will always thank you for the chance to share your sudden celebrity, so I know I never want to be one. But I want my own home. And a human life. And my own nutcrackers and bath mats. I cashed my ticket in for California, and I got one for Chicago. I don't know, I'll get some kind of job and I'll send you the money. All right, I'll send your producer the money. Thank him for me. It was swell of him to pay my way the whole time. But Bob, I want to go home. I called Veronica. She would pick me up at the airport. She said she forgives me. And Bob, I hope that one day you can too. What do you mean, for what, Bob? No, don't do this one to me. Come on. I'm going back to live with Veronica. What did you think? It was always me and Veronica. Christ, I thought you were being tactful the whole time. And I knew you didn't do tact. I mean, I convinced myself this was your once-in-a-lifetime. Please, just go back to your party. You deserve it. You deserve everything. You deserve something. Love one last time before I go? I mean, I want to. I love you, Bob. Veronica has nothing to do with you. She doesn't resent you. She likes you. She loves you. I love you. God, please, in my next lifetime, make me a heartless hustler because I don't think I can take a lot more than this. I get on that plane crying, you know. Hey, maybe that's why they call it the red eye. Come on, laugh. I want you to laugh. I want you to be happy. What would it take? What do I have to do? I'll do my imitation of a pussycat caught in disposal. I bet you'll wind up in your funniest play. Nobody else appreciates what I do as funny. I'll miss you, Bob. I'll always miss you. Especially at night. You are the most fun lover. Oh, God, isn't that what a cheap whore would just say? Oh, boy. So, is there anything else I can say to get out of this situation gracefully? Disgracefully? How about catastrophically? Thanks for everything. You did give me everything, didn't you? I hope so. I mean, I don't think I can carry any more. So, are you absolutely, thoroughly, superly sure you do not want to make love one last time before the kid takes away the playing equipment? I'm sorry. I should have told you the truth about it. I mean, I wanted to think you knew it. Just, Bob, what was there in the truth for me? I mean, come on. Look, I gotta leave. Bob, don't cry. Come on. You don't need me anymore, Bob. Look where you are. I mean, look where you're headed. Bob, you're forging a whole new wonderful life for yourself. Did I say forging? Please. Just let me go.
More beautiful, heroes prove, in liberating strife.
Oh, great show, Bob, baby. Great show. Frank, honey, you stay in there and whip us up some of your dynamite daiquiris, okay? I'll entertain Bob. Listen, Bob, babe, I really wanted to be alone with you for a minute. See, oh, sure, go ahead, smoke. Don't worry about ashtrays. Our living room is flame-proof. All of Bel Air is flame-proof except my marriage. Just listen real fast, okay? See, Frank doesn't know anything about me in the old days. Oh, I don't see anyone from then. No, nobody in California knows that I was once the Manhattan underground superstar Gentian Violet. Oh, no, you're okay. Oh, Frank is knocked out by my knowing the actual author of an esteemed play booked into the sacred Huntington Hartford, no less. Oh, no, that kind of crap impresses him. You're okay. But the others. There was a bunch of them on some talk show the other night. Avant-garde New York. Jesus, they still pass themselves off as avant-garde. And Frank says, do they have to encourage those pathetic misfits? You know, I don't like freak shows, just when they were showing a clip from one of my movies. Thank God I never got photographed without that stupid glitter makeup. I mean, I understand where Frank is coming from. I mean, I can hardly believe myself I ever ran with that bunch of outpatients. Oh. And then they brought on Andy, and a whole bunch of them. And I turned my head so Frank wouldn't see my face, and the television reflected in our sliding glass patio doors. So now this whole couch full of my old gang looked like they were sitting in the middle of our croquet court. For we have, you may be sure, croquet court. God, can you believe 10 years ago I was locked up in a mid-Manhattan hotel with a pack of those sleazoid werewolves? No, we had been shooting amphetamines for weeks. And Crazy Jackie, oh, you remember Crazy Jackie, went cold and turned blue, and we were sure he was dead. And all we could think of was how to dispose of the body. I mean it, that's all that was on our minds. We were beyond necrophilia. So, we peeled off his dress and his corset, and we dragged him out into the corridor and started trying to stuff him down a mail chute. I don't know. Seemed perfectly logical at the time. Well, maybe because he was male. Anyway, then we thought, maybe if we took off his spiked-heeled shoes, we might gently grind him in. And the letters are plummeting past, and we're thinking, Christ, it'll fill up with letters, and there won't be room for him, and his toes are starting to bleed. We're screaming like carnival chimes. We are just banging Jackie against the glass. Try it, I swear to God in hell, to stop a stiff down a male chute. No, all of a sudden, that son of a bitch comes to. No, and turns around and says, oh, you won't believe this. After gaping at his bleeding feet, messing up his letterbox, this queen turns around and says, Frank, hi, honey. Bob, you've got to try one of Frank's daiquiris. Frank has a wicked way with the daiquiri. Honey, could you hear us over the blender? Well, Bob was just telling me about his new show. About those pitiful drug people in New York. Well, let's get those drinks out onto the patio. So, Bob, tell us, what was it that pathetic junkie said?
Excuse me, are you Robert Patrick? Oh, this is very nice running into you outdoors like this. I was just on my way to that stuffy auditorium to introduce you to my company. Oh, forgive me, I run this theater program. I'm Devin Cudahy. Nobody's called me Cud since my college days. Do I know you? Maybe if we both took off our sunshades. I'm embarrassed to admit I still don't know who you are. Pat O'Connor? My word, what are two New Mexico clodhoppers doing in the middle of a college arts complex in Idaho? No. The actors can wait a little. They're on salary, I'm proud to say. I don't know what to absorb this. My company's going to get a good laugh soon enough when they find out the old man didn't know his visiting celebrity playwright as his old college buddy. Pat O'Connor. I hope I don't have to tell you how much I admire your beautiful play. We made buses available to the entire company to ride over to Minneapolis just to see it. I dream of producing it here. Tell me, do you prefer Pat or Robert now? Oh, I see. Bob. But Bob, did you really live through all that revolutionary 60s horror that you wrote about in New York? I'm sorry, it just seems to me like it must have been a horror. I mean, I personally was in New York for exactly 1 week out of my life in the 50s on a furlough, and I'm here to tell you I gave up the very idea of professional theater because I thought I'd have to do it in that filthy city. I guess I don't have to remind you that I've always been fairly conservative, even back before that word became a battle cry or a dirty word. Personally, I looked for a quiet, clean town that just needed a speech teacher and had snow. The only thing the desert ever lacked for me was snow. This little hick junior college offered me a beat-up old Quonset hut and an annual budget of $700. Nobody was much attending to me. I could really do whatever I wanted to do. They didn't even expect me to do theater. I snuck it into speech exercises. I did Aeschylus and Shakespeare and Moliere and Miller and Shaw and all the things they didn't want us to do in New Mexico because they thought the public wouldn't go for them. But just as we always used to tell our teachers would happen, these townspeople who had never even seen theater came to see the best that Western dramatic literature had to offer, and they didn't know any better than to love it. They let me keep the unexpected ticket receipts and built me a real theater and then a bigger one, and we attracted state and federal money, and here, 20 years on, we've got a full 1,000-seat theater, an equity company, augmented by 75 hand-picked students and a core audience from 25 surrounding cow towns. It's grown up to accept serious theater. I've never had to do a script I've ever been ashamed of.
here I am able to bring in an old friend who's found a success by another road. On a damn fine sunshiny Idaho day for it, too. Sorry, I feel a little teary-eyed there. That'll happen. I just, you see, I so wanted to ask you to let us do your fine play here, but where I'm coming from right now is our controller's office. It seems like there's been an election that I haven't paid sufficient attention to. They're going to cut back most of our funding. And guarantee a bunch of fiduciary busybodies that the program can pull its own weight based on the box office alone. But with the plant being so big now and so many livelihoods depending on it, I'm not going to be able to do what I've always wanted to do, which is to break new ground with new theater. We tore down that Quonset hut many a moon ago. I would have kept it if I knew this would happen. I thought I was building something whose value had become self-evident. You know, I thought this country wanted more. Maybe I should have been listening to what people like you were saying out there. But then you were out there and nobody was bringing you here. But look, it's all right. You're here now. Come on and meet the company. You know, you may be our ever only visiting original playwright. I don't know how I can guarantee audiences in sufficient numbers without giving them the plays we've already done in the movies out on TV. Look, I don't want to get pessimistic. We'll do your plays eventually. Just have to wait till they become classics.
We are running late. Don't you look too handsome? Is that from the Oregon Dramathon? My, don't those rich schools make such eye-catching t-shirts? Did they feed you in flight? Oh, isn't airline food just too good? Then we can take you right on to your motel, or there are 3 of the cutest little speech classes you ever did see, just itching to hear you talk on Shakespeare in the library. But if you're too tired, it won't make the slightest difference. I'll just put them to making papier-mâché elephant heads full of halftime ceremonies. I'm doing the halftime ceremonies out of the drama club this year. Maybe that way we can occasionally beg the use of a sports bus. Oh, you'll talk to them? Oh, you are so gracious. Then all we have you scheduled for is a talk on playwriting for the assembled English students and critiquing some 2-character sophomore scenes in the lunchroom while we feed you the best little old Southern cooking you ever set a tooth into. Isn't that too good? Then you and I will take a relaxing drive down to the Civil War site. And all I have to do on that ride is return the hoop dresses that I wangled from the Little Theater League to pay for our plantation ball that we throw every year to raise money for the spring musical. Oh, no, bless you. The school doesn't give us any money. Theater's all extracurricular. I had thought that you might lead the little theater ladies in some improvisations while I grade some algebra tests. They had hinted that if you did, they might let us use their rehearsal space on Tuesdays and Thursdays while the cheerleaders take ours. Oh, you sweet thing, you are too good! And then after that, the Dixie Drama Mamas would just adore it if you would talk on acting opportunities for their children. Oh, and some of their children, too, if you don't mind them running in and out from rehearsing their Kiwanis Club skits. Because Kiwanis, they give us some of their gumball machine money. Would that be too much of an imposition? Oh, you are a saint. Then the kids have made a box dinner so you can dine like a gentleman of
leisure while you watch our run through of our sick and old plays. And without any energy left at all, the cast would just forever remember if you would give them just a few notes while the freshmen and I build Oklahoma. You are an angel. No, we have to build it tonight. We only get the use of the shop once a week, and, well, we can't have our own since the state declared theater inessential. Right after that, the Straight A Club meets in my house for milk and cookies. If you care to come and talk about the hard grind of professional theater. There are 2 B- students. Well, they can't come. But I've arranged for them to drive you to the airport tomorrow morning. That way they can get their crack at you. But if you prefer, I will drive you and break into our cake sale fund to pay for a substitute teacher for myself and just not get my kids' t-shirts at all this year. Oh, Bob, you'll talk to them? Oh, you are so democratic! And right before that, you debate the president of the school board on the value of arts and education, which he is totally against. But don't be too upset if he vilifies you, because when the newspapers get let in, he will pose just as sweet as pie, presenting you with a plaque for teaching practical theater to us ivory tower academics. I'll leave my budget meeting to make sure there's some applause, and to discourage any more violence should those fundamentalists show up again. But I don't think they'll get too physical with a big celebrity like yourself. I mean, provided the papers do show up, don't you think? Oh, look! Here we are! Sounds like they brought out the whole brass band! What's the matter, Bob? Want that seatbelt unfastened? Oh, look! Here the whole school comes. Oh! And they're wearing belt elephant hands! Isn't that wonderful, Bob? Isn't that just too good? Oh, come on, Bob. Look who I have. Come on.
Bob? Bob? Ho, ho! Bob, Bob! Hey, boy! Come on, over here. What? You recognize me? I'm a Southern soldier. Well, 22 according to the script, and cuddly. So you think my fans would like me for Southern? 22. Give me odds on cuddly. No, come on in. Out of luck. Whoa. Watch your step. Yeah, they only give me a cinder block. Superstore glamour, huh? These trailers cost them $10 trillion, and they plop a cinder block down in the muck for a stew. No, sit down, big coffee. I'm too wired. See, that pig you passed is my producer. Oh, we just had a knockdown drag out about the next scene. Now, I insisted they rethink it, so we got about a half hour. That's how long they can think. Oh, hey, have something. Fruit, sandwich, pate. Drink. Sorry, drank it all. No, I had a problem with my worky booze. Been a bad boy. Well, how the hell came you here to the Limberlost of Missouri? I'm doing a movie of the week. I got an excuse. Okay. What's got you prowling the back Booker Woods? Don't tell me they got high schools here. You and them damn high schools. Yep, on the road, always on the road, huh? You even know who, what, Jack Kerouac. Sure, he didn't come here to kill me. Just don't hit me in my teeth. These teeth cost a fortune. You mad? Oh, hell, you should be. I mean, I don't know, Bob. I was going to write, but God, I was too ashamed. But you didn't cancel the whole production just because I didn't show it, did you? No, you didn't. Why didn't you want me? Just kidding. Yeah, I know you did.
So tell me, how the hell did the show go? Well, without me, I mean. Oh, hell, what do you care about some scum bum critic? You know you good. You don't need no bung-ho critic telling you what to think. I felt like a traitor letting you down, especially after all of my fine talk about busting loose from these scum pigs and doing worthwhile shit with you, but the hell, you know how they are. No, I did quit the series, all right? No, Bob, come on, goddammit, I swear I did. Look, I was going crazy on that damn Harley for 7 seasons. And you know, the usual. They bought 5,000 week raise. Not that I'll see it after taxes. Well, they took care of some of my back taxes. Okay, it's plus 2 new antique Porsches. Load of cocaine. Plus, my pick of the contract girls. Plus a little help out of the situation involving the LAPD and antique Porsche, contract girl, cocaine, 3 parking meters on Hollywood Boulevard. but no, really, Bob, really, you would have been proud of me because I held out until they gave in and said that I could do some real challenging roles in 2 movies a week. 2. Hell, in this one, I don't even have a disease. That is art. What was I going to do? Come on, it's so damn hard for them to handle all the James Dean shit I pulled. I tell you something, as soon as the series ends, and all the series ends someday, I felt blackballed in the industry. I know I have got to get it now. They don't control theater, do they? Maybe once I'm washed up in TV, my name will still be big enough to draw in theater, and we can finally do that play you've been talking about. But you know, another one, you always got to do one. Oh, shit. Why, of course you do. Come on, you and Allen Ginsberg or Dostoevsky or Van Gogh, you guys never give up. God, Bob, I try, you know, I tried. God would just keep bribing me back. See, Bob, there is like this irresistible drumming in my ears, and I have never told you about this little voice that keeps saying that you have got to get it now. I'm buying my mother that house I always promised. Fairy tale job, even the Walt Disney World out. Pasadena. 1 block from where the Rose Bowl parade starts. Okay. I can't chance being poor again, you know. I gotta get it now. You know, I think of you a lot, Bob. I do. Out there on the road, doing what you have to do no matter what. And me too chicken to kick loose and be with you like Neil Cassidy with Jack Kerouac or Don Quixote with Sancho Panza or Butch Cassidy with old Sundance. That's the road, huh? Count on it. Count on you out there doing the right thing to make up for the chicken shits like me and too afraid to let go of the witches too. You need some money? Let me give you some money. Sorry, that was dumb of me. But, you know what, Bob, be sure, I mean, better get it now because it won't last. Hell, Bob, you know what, we'll go whoop it up in the bayous tonight. Swamplands, permafrost, quicksand, whatever the hell they got here, okay? Like right now, I gotta lay down the witch hazel on these crow feet. I got a photograph 22 and Southern. Don't even remind me about watch them set up. Yeah, maybe you could write about it someday. Well, that is, unless you could write about Miss Rotten Business with all you can. Oh, watch your step. Don't want to go down to history for a great writer drowned in a mud puddle outside my dressing room. Christ. Started life out in the trailer house, and here I am winding it up.
Sally? No, now stop that. Sally, that was terrible. You're going to start that speech again for the people of Denver. Sally's nervous, folks. We just replaced the original company, and I forced them to hire Sally to replace a girl who got better reviews. Sally, now don't you leave this stage. I'll see it gets in all the columns if you do. She's got more to offer than her pretty face and titties, folks. And she's going to start offering it if she's going to become a star and stay one as long as I have. You just stay there, young lady, until you get yourself under control. And while we wait, folks, I'll introduce our playwright. Oh, that's him, back behind you, shaking our producer. Yeah, let's have a hand for him. Robert Patrick. Come on down, Robert. The people want to see you. Oh, now you've been getting all the publicity. Come on, they want to meet you. We won't go on until you do. See, folks, here he comes. Robert, don't yell at me. Smile for the paying people. Folks, Robert thinks you won't like us because we don't say exactly what he wrote. But his plays are monologues, so we don't have to worry about giving each other cues. We can improvise, feel a real part of the creative process. And now isn't that wonderful, folks? You see, Robert, the people don't know your lines. They don't care if we say them right. All the reviews called me brilliant in Robert Patrick's rambling, repetitious play. They love us. And folks, why I accepted this unglamorous school teacher role for a tenth of what I make in Japanese commercials or TV movies. I have thoughts on these same subjects, and I can express them because the producer gave me a contract that says we can say whatever comes to us. Robert, now come back. The people will think you don't like me in your play. Besides, you can't catch a producer. That's right. Yes, come back. I want to praise you. You just take your time. It's so important, this play, about those sweet 60s children and why they failed, like Sally was trying to tell you. And now, Robert, I'm sure that if you had known Adlai Stevenson and Ari Onassis, like I was fortunate enough to when I was young and pretty, well, you would have written the same stories that I'm going to tell the people as soon as Sally gets through. Okay, go ahead, Sally. No, wait. What's going on in the house? You folks have to catch a train? Don't sneak out. I did the same thing when I was nobody. Just went to see a star and then left. Well, that's all right. No, you missed the traffic. Goodbye. But you'll be sorry when you hear. Well, because after Sally, Annie, in the low-cut dress, has some cute lines about Marilyn Monroe. Yeah. Well, we were roommates, me and Marilyn. Never me and Annie. Annie, Sally, they're too young. They don't know. When me and Marilyn were that young, we didn't have anybody to look after us and to advise us like I do for Sally, and like I offered to do for Annie, like I tried to do for the girl she's replacing. But they don't want it. They don't appreciate how rare it is. A star trying to help younger women. Now, if they knew what Joan Crawford did to Marilyn, would you like to hear that? Oh, you would? Oh, good. Okay. Well, then you just stay right here for the second act. I'll just tell it all to you then. You see, Robert, the people will always tell you what they want. Let's hear it for the audience. Audience! Oh, and since Sally is playing the hippie girl, I know she'll want to share some of the details about her hot, secret affair with Bobby Dylan. Wouldn't you, Sally? All right. Robert? Robert, no, come back. We're going to start now. What do you want the police for? Folks, you're going to have to forgive Robert. He's very upset. His boyfriend just left him for this girl in Chicago named Veronica. And what's so funny? Listen, Senator McCarthy and Dag Hammarskjöld were, I mean, not with each other, well, not that I know of, but anyway, there's nothing wrong with it. So let's have a hand for, well, for everything. Now, tell it from the heart. And don't worry, I'll be right here if anything goes wrong. And remember, no matter what, the show must go on.
Driver! Hey, you mind if I sit here, buddy? I want to sit up there among them Bible thumpers. Of course, back here we're right next to the shitter. You can smoke back here without no one threatening to have a working man throw it off. I see the guy took a woman with him into the shitter back around Amarillo. Some whore let him screw her right here on the bus. Should have thrown her ass out the window. I hate a whore. Look here, you see that? Shit. We got queers in Congress, you see? 17-year-old boys he had. Jesus. We got queers running the damn country, and this other one had 16-year-old girls. I tell you, the government's all purpose. Now you're after people like me for taxes. Sorry if I stink. Been on buses for 5 days. I was all the way down to Yuma in Arizona for a job, man. Said he'd give me if I got down there. Me and a whole lot of other men from New England paid him for the job. And for on the ways down there, too. And we got there and they told us they fired him a long time ago. The man that sent us. Yep. We each of us paid them money. And our own ways down there. They said they fired him. He didn't have no right to have sent us. Boy, I get back to Maine. I tell you what I do to him, all right. See this knife? This blade's for anyone who gets in my way. This blade's for blacks walking my side of the street. This blade's for Jews. This here is the one I use on that bastard I run into. I've been saving her up for something special. Only ever used her on the sergeant, got me thrown out of service. I've been waiting for some scum to voted one up again. This blade here, see? This is the one I kill queers with. It's the one I like to use on that congressman. Hell yes. And on that other one likes little girls, too. You know, I think I might just give you my bus ticket rerouted, go through Washington, D.C. and find them bastards. Hey, where are you headed? You want to come along? You know, you're a pretty big guy. You could grab them, hold them, break them suckers' arms while I cut out their nuts, huh? Well, what's the matter? Oh, you need to use your shitter? What the hell's he think he's going? Ain't nowhere to sit up there but among them Bible thumpers, huh? Guess you don't smoke.
Look here. See what nightmare images men masturbate to? Oh, that's right, young women. You laugh. You just wait till it happens to you. What do you want? I don't let men sign my petition. This is only one of millions of pictures men make of tortured women. They sell them to each other and spray their seed on them. Stop the inhuman degradation of women. Get away from me, I say it. Women, sign a petition against pornography. Pornography is a tool for the enslavement of women. Your enslavement. Don't pass me by. Go away. I do not talk to me. This man pretends to care. All men pretend to care. They say they want to take care of us. What they really mean is they want to tie us up and jam electric cattle prods into our bodies. Go join that idiot over there. He likes his pictures. Comes here every day and asks me for copies. You, over there, licking your lips. Go rape your daughter. Feel like a man. What do you want? I do not want a man writing about me. There is nothing a man can write because you just go home and jeer at me while you and your friends nail little girls to the floor and take turns raping them. Women fight the horror of pornography. Men in California sell movies of women being put through meat grinders. Do you think they didn't laugh when they heard such stories? Do you think any one of them didn't laugh until she found herself being raped while her limbs were cut off one by one with chainsaws and men made movies of it? What do I care if you're gay? Do you not think I know gay men are the same? Do not think I have not seen the devices you use to open the anuses of newborn baby boys so you can fuck till they bleed death. Do it to each other. Go torture each other to death. Just leave me alone. Women in cellars and basements, in alleys in the backs of trucks, in tenement kitchens and the tallest penthouses you read about in magazines. Even as you walk by here with your arms in the arms of men. Your sisters are being held against red-hot stoves and fucked. Their faces pushed through broken windows while they're sodomized. The tongues cut out so they can't scream while lines of men fuck them into bleeding mouths. Men wear the teeth of women as necklaces under their work shirts. Men carry the preserved lips of the vaginas of the women they've strangled folded in their wallets to show other men. Women are chained to the walls in movie studios and forced to commit sexual acts with 5, 10, 20, 30 men. Held down and given scalding enemas that they don't smile. Leave me alone. I don't want anything to do with you. I don't want anything to do with any man. Women, don't pass me by. The bodies of women are found in garbage heaps in every city of the world. The bodies of women are washed up on the beaches and unreported. The bodies of women are torn apart and put back together again to make perfect women for men to fuck until they rot. Are they only men standing here listening to me? Women, don't pass me by.
Who's that I see walking in these woods? Why, it's Little Red Riding Hood.
Wow! Was that good? Was that good? Come on! That was good. I like that. I don't always let everyone do that to me, but you got me so hot. No, I like older guys. Because you like me so much. Where are you from? Oh, I had somebody from New York before. He got me hot, too. Do you think I could make a living there like this? No, but I hear guys get killed and stuff there. I'm going somewhere besides home, I know that. Would you maybe want to take me back to New York with you? I'd do anything for somebody to take me to New York. Oh, well, then where are you going? Yeah, but passing through to where? Okay, be mysterious. I'm mysterious too. Like, my real name's not Kevin. I ran a bunch of dick magazines through my database, and the most frequent first name was Kevin. So I deduced that that was a name that got men hot. So was I right? How am I doing? Should I get dressed or take another shower or what? I don't have to be nowhere till 4. Class. I'm in college over at the university. Lectured there? When? Oh, I wasn't there then yet. I'm just a sophomore. I look older. So what did you lecture about? I don't think I know much about theater. I'm into computers. I'd do anything if you could teach me about computers. Listen to this. What if you was coming to lecture there right now, and you come into a class where I was in it, and you saw me, and standing right there in front of everyone, you got on a stone bone hard on. What do you mean you don't do that anymore? What was we just doing then? Oh, you don't lecture anymore. Why not? Didn't they pay you? What? Let's start again. Wait, say that all slow again. I want to memorize that. You quit because you decided you were just what? A token liberal to assuage the guilt of a lot of fascist tools. Well, you guys from New York. So, how'd you get my number? From the Advocate? Yeah, I figured it was safe to advertise in that. Nobody here reads it. Or if they did, they sure as hell aren't talking. I wouldn't do it with anyone from this town anyway. Wait, I might? With teachers? If it got me grades. But I get grades anyway, so fuck them. I mean, don't, right? I got enough of you guys just passing through. Covers books and board. A few hours work a week. And my folks think their little boy's still doing dishes. So, are you gonna be around? Do you want me to come back? I get better. I mean, don't worry, this place is safe. You know, look here, it's called the Nightcap Motel. N-I-T-E-K-A-P Motel. Spelled backwards, it's let 'em pack it in. So won't nobody bother us here. Who else? Where'd you find him? Bus station. I didn't know I had competition. Well, when's he coming? Right now. Yeah, but what are you gonna do with him? You can't have anything left after what we done. Really? Let me see. Oh God! Look at you! Woo! At your age, ready to rock and roll again? Yeah, I could be talked into staying. How much? But I don't think I can do anything much right now. Well, hell yeah, sure, I can do that. And I'll bet you'll be ready to do it with the next guy too, won't you? How'd you get so hot? What do you mean, nothing else to do? I hate it when you old guys get so mysterious. Well, hell. Come on then, cowboy! If you ain't got nothing else to do. God, you guys from New York. What do you mean you're not? Okay, where are you from? Oh, what do I care? Anyway, I know where you're coming from.
Even now.
Uncle Pat, or Bob, if that's what you like to be called now. I don't know where you are with all your traveling, but I'll just keep making these trips later anyhow. But then someday the famous man will see fit to let his family know where he is. It's Monday morning, about 7 a.m. Just got home from the shift. I feel good. I expect to sleep well all day. As soon as I get your grandnieces off to school. The plug was pulled on old Nurse Embry at her about 4 a.m. this morning. The last nurse was real relieved. Nurse Embry's family was all tight shits. They would have left her on them machines till the end of the world. I love Nurse Embry. When I was starting to work under her, she put me through hell. The Dallas Head Wound Center is the busiest, most advanced brain damage facility in the universe. The eyes of the world are upon us, and I don't take shit. I wouldn't have lasted 10 minutes if she hadn't taught me to be tough. Last week with that terrible head trauma. That dumb cow truck collision. Those nurses cried like newborns. I always think it's so sad when some sort of medical expert, they get struck down with the same ailment they spent their life treating. Nobody worked harder than Embry at trying to get reflex reactions from patients the damn doctors had given up on, or teaching little child victims how to talk with whatever side of their brain was left undamaged. Talking them stupid country girls out of going ahead and marrying a cowboy who just had half his skull torn away. We all hated to see her lying there looking like a squid. That's what Embry would have said about somebody all trussed up to tubes like that. Looks like a squid! She was from somewhere else. Ever since her accident, we all come in early, stay late, shining pin lights in her eyes, stimulating the souls of her feet. For a sign that there was anything going on in there, well, that there ever would be again. Goddamn sanctimonious family show up with their Bibles and their gladiola and stand over her bed praying and singing and talking about suing someone, you know, like the religious ones always do, and bringing her a little lace bed jacket. I mean, her not even being there at all, thank God. I mean, can you imagine putting in blood and fire Embry a little lace bed jacket? Uncle Bob, she didn't have no husband or no children, and She's always been a woman so inspiring to see the way she gets, so strong, so proud, like a mother to us all. Morale on the floor was real low. This new head nurse they brought in, well, she was always so busy sucking up to the doctors. I mean, you couldn't talk to her like a professional about what ought to be done for good old Embry. I went up to the roof where the helicopters bringing the plastic cases. And I stood for a long time looking at the twin radio towers going on and on. And then I looked down this big concrete embankment below. Oh God, Bob. I hope when my two girls grow up they have some strength and some courage and some sense. There was a look inward in her face when it was time to do what had to be done in some hopeless case. God was being another more hopeful that could use the expensive machines and the floor space. We used to call it her concrete embankment book. Because we could buy home days would just get as cold and as gray as that concrete embankment. And now there she was, lying there, with her eyes rolled back in her head and drool coming down her chin. So now, each of us nurses took a solo tour of the ward last night. We made sure of that so no one individual could be held under any sort of suspicion or anything like that, just the way Embry herself had showed us how to do. And then after, we all congregated in the nurse's office for a good old pot of coffee. Someone brought homemade donuts. We sat around and we told stories that we remembered about it and New England laughed. And then some of the nurses knitted, you know, the way they always do. And on my way home, the sun come up so pink and so shiny. I just had to go out of my way to see was the blue bonnets up and in bloom. And there was. Oh, God. I hope I'm giving my girls everything they need to grow up good, strong women. Thank you for listening, Uncle Pat. If you ever get a chance to. And now I'm going to get up and get my girls ready for their school. We all love you, Uncle Pat. And may God be with you wherever you are. I wish we could be there to take care of you. But since we can't, take care of yourself. I just gotta turn you now. So goodbye.
In a little tent, oh, and just like